Attention, listeners. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Dad. Oh, God. Let me start over. Attention.
I'm listening. I'm a listener, so go ahead.
Attention, listeners.
What's up?
I'm sorry, Dad is now on Spotify and Google Play.
Oh, my God.
So if you're listening to this right now, it means you have no incentive to listen to us there because you're listening to us here. So your assignment for the week
Jesus.
is to tell a friend who doesn't have iTunes to check us out on Spotify and Google Play.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
For instance, YouTube, one thing you can't get listening audio that you can get on YouTube is Ralph is on the couch with me right now. She looks like just a big blob of fur.
Yeah.
And it's really cute. So
you're missing some sick content. Rye is petting Ralph right now, and she's just looks like she wants to leave the apartment.
Yeah,
it's weird.
She kind of always looks that way.
Yeah, she doesn't really like this place. Or you. She hates you. She told me in private.
Oh, God.
I've started to speak cat.
Can you do it right now?
Meow, fuck you. That's all.
Oh, that's good.
Meow.
Ralph just says her name when she meows.
Meow.
Oh, she responded.
She just looked at me. That's weird. I didn't know she understood.
So got some sick visuals going on the pod. YouTube. But anyways, just us today. Just me and VO.
Please stop. Please stop calling me that.
Me and Brandon. And we haven't discussed what we're going to talk about.
We haven't at all. So
this is like when we first started. Just press record and see what goes.
See what happens. See what flows out of you, you know? What's a thing, man? What's been going on with you, Rye? What's been the haps on the craps?
What's been the haps?
Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them.
I had a fun...
Roll them in a circle and watch me break them. With the 7-11.
It's just going to keep on
7 even back to a little... Okay, it's an Ice Cube song.
Great. Shut up.
I picked up the cash.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Had a fun Friday night. I was hosting 2 shows at the Ice House in Pasadena, California with Christina Pajitsky. Do you know her?
I don't.
She is a super funny headliner, has a Netflix special called Mother Inferior. She's also got a very popular podcast. It's one of my favorite podcasts.
Oh, nice.
So I've been a fan for her for years. I met her on a TV show, TBS show. We became friends-ish. We see each other around, and then she asked me to host some shows, which is cool. Her husband is a big comedian, Tom Segura. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah.
He's funny.
So he's cool. I've met him once before, but I got to the show at the Ice House. I'm there a little bit early to shoot some footage for this show thing I'm hosting. Unrelated, though. So all of a sudden, Tom Segura arrives. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, he's here? Oh, cool. Then I got a little bit nervous, but he's like, hey, what's up, man? And I think he could tell I was a little nervous because like he said it again, like, so how are you? I was good. I was like, I'm Ryan. We've met before.
You seem to be shaking. This is odd.
Why are you shaking? Yeah. And then, so that was cool. I'm in the green room chilling out. Then Dr. Drew enters the green room. Do you know Dr. Drew?
Is he related to Dr. Dre?
No.
Dr. Phil? Is he related to Dr. Phil?
No, but he's in the same line of business. You don't know Dr. Drew?
No.
Dr. Drew Pinsky. He was the host of Celebrity Rehab.
Oh, no.
And Loveline.
Oh, God.
He's a celebrity doctor. But a good one.
Okay.
Granted,
why was he there?
He's friends with Tom and Christina.
Did they meet at rehab? Tom and Christina?
No, Dr. Drew is friends with a bunch of comedians.
Oh, okay.
Adam Carolla, he's old friends with, yada, yada, yada.
Gotcha, okay.
But it was just bizarre to see. I've known of Dr. Drew since I was a kid. He hosted a show on MTV called Loveline. And it was just like, what? Dr. Drew's here?
Yeah.
Tom Segura, Dr. Drew?
Isn't it so weird how, like, if me and you were at the green room together and you introduced me to Dr. Drew and you would be, like, kind of, like, shaking and I would just be like, okay, hello, are you related to Dr. Dre? And I would crack that that joke and he would probably fucking punch me in the face. But it's just funny that, like, I should know who that is. It's not that big of a divide. It's only been, like, we're only 10 years apart. So it's like, it's weird. But I've heard that with so many people. Like, when Tom Petty passed away, a lot of people were like, who's Tom Petty?
Oh, right.
Who's Tom Petty? Wow, he must be pretty petty. I'm glad he died. Or whatever. I don't know.
Are you a Tom Petty fan?
Yeah, I mean, I was. Well, I still am. I like some of his stuff, yeah. But what I'm saying is like I know it's just funny. Like sometimes there's just that huge divide between It's just weird, man. It's like older people and younger people, sometimes they just think differently. It's weird.
It is weird. Oh no, Ralph's leaving. Oh,
Ralph, what was it? Was it my comment about Dr. Pepper or whatever?
Well, you can turn the YouTube off now because Ralph's gone.
Yeah, you don't have to watch on YouTube anymore.
But anyways, yeah, young people sometimes don't know, like different generations sometimes don't always like relate with every single thing. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I mean, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I know you are.
But
I'm trying to think where to go with that.
But it's okay. Dr. Drew's cool, and it was like cool to meet him. Then like a therapy session almost started in the green room. Not really. It was just organic. Christina was talking about her dad, troubles with her dad, and Drew was there like, yes, you should have. Here's what you should do. Then it kind of became a solemn mood in the green room.
Sure.
Just like comedians, just like, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And then I said like, yeah, my mom's crazy too. Everyone laughed. Kind of broke the tension a little bit.
I don't think it was meant to. I think you're just trying to add to the.
Yeah, I was trying to vent.
Sympathize.
I wanted to get some therapy from Drew.
Yeah, but
Dre's cousin.
It's like Christina. That's very, very upsetting that your mom, or was it her dad? That your dad passed away. Well, my mom actually is severely depressed and borderline psychotic. Oh, Rye, what a gas.
Yeah.
No, really, she used to verbally abuse me. Oh, Rye, what a gas.
Oh, what a gas. Good one. Then after that, whatever, it's fun. It's good times. Then Tom Segura decides to do a special appearance. So he goes up before me. I'm the host. So before I go on, Tom Segura does 10. He kills. He gets a standing ovation just by stepping onto the stage before it began. So in my head, I was thinking like, uh-oh, I got to follow Tom Segura? So I was nervous for a minute, but then I was like, no, this is good. Now the audience is pumped up, dude.
Yeah.
And I did a joke that I'm not all that proud of, but I know it works.
What's the joke?
The joke, he brought me up. Tom Segura brought me up. And I was like, what's up, everybody? And then I was just like, man, can't believe this. Tom Segura opened for me. It's rad. It's like a go-to comedian thing.
Yeah. I can't believe this big comedian opened for me.
Which I guarantee, like all comedians know that. And I was thinking like, I wonder, did Tom hear that? Is he disappointed in me? No, he doesn't care. Okay. Then I had a good set.
Nice.
And it was fun. And that's really the end of the night. Nothing crazy happened.
You didn't like do crystal meth in a back alley and then wind up at a Denny's?
No, not this week.
No, it's too bad.
But yeah, it was a fun Friday night. It was one of those special Hollywood nights.
Yeah.
Where you like...
where you don't smoke meth and end up in a Denny's.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how have you been?
Been all right.
You eating Tide Pods?
I haven't eaten Tide Pods. It's weird. So Tide Pods are just bleach, right?
They're
it's Tide. Just put
laundry detergent.
So bleach, sort of.
There's probably bleach in it, but it's mostly just detergent, which maybe contains bleach. But bleach is its own separate thing.
Oh, okay. But if you eat laundry detergent, you die, right?
Well, let's find out. Tide Pod challenge.
What is the challenge? Just how many you can eat?
Damn it! I was hoping you would know because
I have no clue.
Yeah, we have done zero prep for this episode.
Do you want me to like look it up?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So keep talking. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Sure. Here's what I think the Tide Bleach challenge is. I think it's how many Tide Pods can you eat before having a seizure? Okay. No, it's a meme. So maybe it's a fake. It's a meme that says like, do the Tide Pod challenge. See how many you can eat. And then people took it seriously. That's my guess.
Okay, give me 1 second. So after doing a plethora of research trying to determine what exactly the Tide Pod challenge is it where you use a lot of Tide Pods in the day, for your dishes or your laundry or whatever? Uh-huh. Or is it like you maybe who can buy the most in a day? But no, it's literally who can eat the most. That's what the fucking challenge is who can eat the most Tide Pod. It's basically who can eat the most detergent. That is the challenge.
So, and people are doing this.
Yeah.
Are people dying?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
People have died?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I think I read one that was like somebody went to the of course you can't eat detergent. You'll die. Like, or it gets there's, right. It's like bleach.
Yeah.
It's I don't understand. I just don't understand anymore what is happening. This is like Darwinian. This is like,
I can just picture there just being a couple of idiot 15-year-old dudes. It's like, dude, this is the Tide Pod Challenge. I'm making fun of young people right now. Sorry.
Sure.
Because I was an idiot back then. It was like, oh, this would be funny.
Oh, God. Would you really have done it when you were a kid?
No.
The Tide Pod? Yeah, I don't think... there's a difference between like, yo, man, I'm going to give you an... what is it called? An Indian rub or whatever?
Yeah.
Indian arm? What was it called?
Indian sunburn.
Indian sunburn. I'm going to give you an Indian sunburn. Oh, that hurts so bad. It's crazy. Or do you remember... you probably weren't around... I don't think you were around for this, but there was a challenge where you literally... It wasn't even a challenge. These weren't called challenges back then. These were just called things that you did with your friends. And they were like trends, and everybody was doing them. So there was one that was... You would hold a part of the neck. I think you would actually like... You'd be holding a part of the neck. There's a part on your neck that if you hold for like 10, 15 seconds, you literally pass out.
Cool.
And everybody was doing it at my school.
Oh,
everybody was like, dude, do me. And everyone was just like passing out. Some people hit their heads really hard. Yeah, I know. Some people hit their heads really hard. Some people... They just said, it's just crazy because it's guaranteed you'll pass out from this very simple motion. I forgot what it was, but it's on the neck, and I never did it. But even then, I was like, well, you won't. Oh, one kid went into a seizure because of it. Actually, he did it, and then he was on the floor, and he was like seizing, and everyone was like, oh fuck, what do we do? Like, because I was there, everyone was freaking out. Oh my god, we killed him. What are we gonna do? And then he like wakes up and is like, well, you guys look so scared.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. And so I get like the mentality of teenagers wanting to hurt themselves.
And also that pass out challenge is like, let's discover something new about our bodies.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I guess you can make the same argument for the Tide Pod challenge. Is like, let's see how far we can push our bodies. Let's see what happens when we eat detergent. I just think it's like, this is the thing. I might be cruel for saying this.
All right.
But if a kid eats a Tide Pod and knows what it is and they die because of the challenge, good. Because fuck that kid. Honestly, that kid's an idiot.
Survival of the fittest.
That's all it is. It's just it's like lemmings. You know what a lemming is?
Technically, no. A type of bird?
No. It's a type of. It's like a rodent. And lemmings kill themselves in mass quantities. They like fall off cliffs and like run into traffic. Like they kill themselves or put themselves in harm's way deliberately. They're the only species that really does that, I think.
Why do they do that?
I have no clue. But I think it's a defect. I think they're like mentally challenged hamsters. I think. I don't know. It's a defect. But I don't know, dude. It's like it's just with this, it's like if you're 15 and you eat a Tide Pod and you wind up in the hospital, you don't get any... I don't think you deserve sympathy from anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's warranted.
Well, I do got to say the Tide Pods look delicious. Have you seen them?
They kind of look like those... you ever eat those shark gummies?
Yeah.
Those sharks that were like blue and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of look like those, but like, you could... But it says detergent on the packaging.
Right.
It says do not eat this on the packaging.
I got some Cascade dish pods in the cabinet over there. They look delicious. I might try it. And if I die, so be it. I deserve it.
You know that, you have some dish soap over there. It's Dawn dish soap, and it honestly looks like green apple slime candy.
Looks good.
I'll give me some of that. Put that in my mouth.
You want to swallow some soap right now?
Yeah, let's do it, man. The swallow soap challenge. I think we should invent some new challenges right now.
Well, we already had a cinnamon challenge. Then there was the ice bucket challenge.
Then there was
kind of different, but
wasn't the ice bucket challenge for ALS?
Yeah, it's to raise awareness and money.
How does that raise money, or how does that do either of those things?
Maybe it just raises awareness because it went viral
for ALS.
Yeah, it became more viral because it was like, hey, this is cool to do.
Sure. I guess. I don't know.
But ALS, I guess because the freezing water gave you somewhat of a sense of what it's like to have ALS. I think that was the logic behind it.
Oh, okay.
But I am talking out of my ass right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hope that's why. That's like being like, hey, we're going to light you on fire for diabetes. It's like, why? That doesn't make sense. To raise awareness, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
to have to. I don't know.
So a new challenge could be, I don't know. Let's think.
The new challenge, the castration challenge. Who could castrate themselves quicker?
Okay, yeah.
Castration is when you cut off your genitalia.
Or I think Russian roulette should have a comeback. Just,
Is that not a thing still?
Is it? I hope.
I hope it's still a thing.
That's dark.
That would be a good challenge to watch on YouTube. That was the original challenge.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Russian roulette. Jesus. I saw some video of a kid playing it with some of his friends. Just out of nowhere. Like, there was a gun on the table. It was some, like, tough guy. He was like, dude, I dare you to do Russian roulette. And he did it. And he survived. But it was like, Jesus Christ.
What do you mean he survived? Russian roulette means one person dies. If anybody doesn't know what Russian roulette is, basically it's when...
Well...
Everybody should know this. Let me explain it really quick. It's when you are a bunch of people at a table, usually like 4 people, and then you get a gun, a revolver, and you put 1 bullet in the chamber, and then you like swing the chamber so it's like a random bullet. And you keep putting it to your head and shooting, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. But if you get it, you get it and you die.
Right.
That's the whole. And of course, Russians made that game.
Of course. They love roulette and suicide.
Yeah.
Ooh, suicide. Trigger word right now, Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah.
This is all just...
Why? A trigger word for Logan Paul? No, it's not. It's a trigger word for people who...
Right.
It's not a trigger word for Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Trigger word for Logan Paul is merch sales not selling. Trigger words. Trigger word for Logan Paul is, dude, this video didn't get 3 million views in 14 hours.
Or the word tame as opposed to savage.
Yeah. But anyways, you were saying about Russian roulette. You saw a video of a kid doing Russian roulette?
Yeah, and you can play Russian roulette by yourself. You don't have to do it with friends. You don't have to go around a table. You can just do it yourself once. And yeah, he spun the chamber and survived. But it was kind of a disturbing video to see. So don't look that up. Don't listen to this episode either, everybody.
I guess people got to do, all these challenges, the Tide Pod challenge, Russian roulette challenge.
So
people got to do whatever they got to do to pass the time,
So, VO, change the subject. Let's talk about you. What you been up to? I haven't seen you in a week.
It's been a while, man.
Which isn't that long. But.
Yeah, it's not at all. And I got to say, it's just been great. Just not seeing you. It's just not seeing each other.
I thought you said your life has been great.
Oh, well, yeah, it has, but for that reason.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Just trying to, make sure you understand.
Sure.
No, it's been fine, man. It's been good. Just doing.
Got any cool stories?
Cool stories.
Like, you heard my awesome story about the ice house.
Got any cool stories? What's a cool story? Shit. I think I do. It's just that I forget them very quickly. With something, because it's funny because something interesting happens every day. I've noticed for me is like something, whether it's huge or small, something interesting happens, but I just always forget.
Did anything happen today? I'm not trying to like force a story out of you, but I'm genuinely curious. What interesting thing happened today?
What interesting thing happened today? It usually happens at night, actually.
So
it's because the interesting thing happens when I go, because sometimes I've been going there more often. I've been going to David and Alex's apartment, David Dobrik and Alex Ernst.
Yeah.
Their apartment that they've had for 4 years, which is it's like the ends of the earth. It's like, it's the gateway to hell.
Like it's messy or a shithole? Or like,
it's not, it's messy in the sense of like messy that you can't fix because there's like scrapes on the wall. There's like dents in the fridge. There's like chips on the countertop. There's like just stuff on the ground. It's just like, it's irreversible damage unless you do serious work on it. But it's clean irreversibly,
Oh, okay.
Like it's like if you like dug up the Titanic and then like gave it a little polish. Like it'd still look completely destroyed, but
right.
It would be polished destroyed. There wouldn't be any barnacles on it.
Gotcha.
That's what it feels like.
So you guys have been...
and they know that too. So
you guys have been having like group sex in that place?
We have group blood orgies, yeah.
Oh, what's a blood orgy?
This is where you fuck and someone cuts a part of their body and just a whole bunch of blood. And then you just fuck with all the blood everywhere.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty dope. You asked the question.
Jesus.
I've never done that, but I know it's an actual thing that happens.
I got a bloody nose the other day from all the meth I did at the ice house.
And then you went to Denny's. I thought you were going to say I got a bloody nose after I went to Denny's.
No.
Oh.
Wait, why would I say that? Did you just say Denny's?
Because I made the correlation between meth and Denny's.
Oh.
That's what I... Oh. You ever been have you been to Denny's recently? This is great stuff that we're talking about. But have you been to Denny's recently?
No, not in like years.
Really?
I don't go to diners. Yeah, well, I do, but not like
Not Denny's.
stupid chain ones that you go to.
But there's only one stupid chain one. It really isn't it just Denny's?
Well, there's Waffle House, IHOP,
Yeah, sure.
Waffle House. None around here though.
There's only IHOP and Denny's, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you go to Mel's?
Mel's, I like Mel's.
I like Mel's a lot. Even though Mel's is chain. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Mel's is a chain restaurant.
Cantor's Deli.
There's only one Cantor's, isn't there?
There sure is.
Cantor's Deli is a great deli that's on Melrose. No, it's not. It's on
Fairfax.
And yeah, I've been going there more often. I didn't realize how historically significant it was to the city. I just thought it was kind of like a shit diner in the sense of like shit diner meaning food is fantastic, but like it looks like old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it is old because it's 75 years old. And it's got, but that's what I like about it is that it looks old.
It's got a lot of history.
A lot of character.
Little character.
But yeah, no, okay, so what's an interesting thing that might have happened? This is what happens. Something interesting happens, and then the next day happens, and then I have to start writing again. And so I forget about the interesting thing that happened, and I start thinking about this other thing, this like story or whatever, and then that just kind of repeats itself.
All right.
And it all kind of gets bogged down.
Well, let me tell you a quick story. It's about stand-up back at the Ice House. Different night.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I was doing a show with Brian Redband, my buddy. And the crowd, rowdy-ass crowd.
Sure.
A great crowd, though. But one joke, I didn't get the response I wanted. There was one group of, like, hyper-masculine dudes. I have one joke where I tell a girl to call me daddy, just as a joke. And they were like, yeah!
What?
Instead of, like, laughing, they were laughing like, yeah! Like, a group of dudes in the corner. Just like, yeah, fucking call me daddy.
Whoa. What the fuck?
So I was like, whoa. Jesus, you got a couple daddies in the back. And then I have a new joke where it's like, basically in the joke, a girl tells me I'm bad at sex. I'll just say the joke, whatever. No one's going to really hear it.
Sure.
It's like, I've been trying to talk dirty in bed. Based on a podcast with Danny Duncan. I'm trying to talk dirty in bed. It hasn't been going well. I was recently having sex with a girl, and I said, yeah, you like being fucked? And she said, usually. So that group was like, oh!
Where the hell did they think they were?
I don't know. It made me want to be like, guys, it's a joke.
It's a comedy show. These are jokes, god damn it.
They responded like, dude, you got dissed. I was like, it's fictional, dude. So that was
why did the chicken cross the road? Chickens don't cross roads, you fucking fairy.
Yeah, so that was a little weird, but still, great crowd. I fucking killed, but not like, I didn't feel like it was a genuine kill because that crowd was just so fucking rowdy. But man, it was a ruckus.
The Ice House? Where's the Ice House again?
Pasadena.
Oh shit, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a road gig. It's like,
yeah,
it's a special night for
how's it
people
feel
out there.
being on the road?
I haven't been on the road a ton, but I like it.
Isn't it just very lonely being on
Well,
the road?
I've been on the road like with friends.
Oh, gotcha.
Although I have spent a night in Syracuse, New York, alone on the road in a hotel. And the next day, I was waiting for Nicholas McGallis to show up because we had a live show together at the Syracuse Funny Bone. The next day, it was raining, cold. I was at some shitty motel hotel in Syracuse. I found myself walking like across a highway to go to a gas station to get some snacks. I was like, oh, my feet are wet. Like, I don't know where I am. It's dreary and cold. I'm alone. So that, I felt the road loneliness on that one.
But you don't like the isolation.
I like being alone, but that time, what?
How are my levels? I think I just disconnected the mic.
No, you're good.
Oh, I'm good? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
That wasn't all that bad, but we'll see what happens when I'm on the road for like weeks at a time.
Sure.
That'll get sad. But
Yeah.
I've gone on some fun tours. Adam Carolla Drinks. He's got a wine company. Did a tour with another comedian and some bands. That was fun. Tough shows though.
I don't know, man. It's the one thing I really enjoy is when I got sent out, and sometimes I still do, when I get sent out for like a gig, meaning some kind of like brand work or like anything. Even if it's an award show that like the Shorties or some shit, and you have to fly out to New York to do it. I love going and staying in a hotel, but not really seeing anybody and just being Like, I'm in a new city. Like, let's walk
yeah.
around. Let's see. Maybe I'll meet somebody on the street.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, I love that experience a lot. Like
I love
being
that
alone
too.
on the plane, then being alone in the hotel, and then like venturing out to a new place that you've never been to.
Oh, yeah.
It's super exciting.
That's the best. That's my favorite part of visiting new cities.
Yeah. But with a thing that you have to do later, whether it be work or that, like, I don't know, some kind of like award show or some, whatever it is, even if it's get out of the whole entertainment industry, even if it's just like you're going to family reunion at a new at I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, I really enjoy that because I like jerking off alone in the hotel room. It's nice.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's the best feeling.
There was one time I almost was brought to tears with joy doing exactly what you're saying. I was in...
You were crying as you were jerking off.
Oops. Before that. What you said before that.
You're just crying tears of joy. Oh, the maid walks in. Housekeeping. Go away. Go away.
That's not what I meant.
Okay, go ahead.
I was in New York doing stand-up and maybe some other brand type of thing. I forget. Anyways, I did a show at the Stand one night. The next day I woke up, walked to Central Park. Well, I missed a key ingredient. I woke up in my suitcase. I found an edible marijuana that I didn't even know I had. Popped a gummy. I think it was like 20 milligrams of weed.
Sure.
THC. Started walking to Central Park. Started getting like super high. And I started getting a little paranoid, actually. It was like, oh, God, I hope nobody sees. Because I'm sure I looked like super stoned. So I was like, I hope nobody fucking notices me from Vine. And then like right after that, a girl like from 20 feet away was like, oh, ah. I was like, I had like 20 feet of like anxiety on my way to meet her.
Yeah.
Instead of like it happening suddenly. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, God, I look stoned.
You should have just yelled, I'm high. And then ran away.
It's like, I'm overwhelmingly high right now. But whatever. Took a picture. Moved on. Then I went to Central Park. And it was fucking beautiful. It was, I think, October, foliage.
What's foliage mean?
The leaves looked pretty.
That's literally the definition of foliage?
Foliage is actually the color of any leaf, whether it's green or not. But the leaves were turning. It's autumn in New York. The sun was like kind of setting. Then I saw a couple getting married, taking wedding photos like out on the water. And I was like, oh, that's beautiful. They're getting married. They're so happy. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing stand-up and stuff. Then I saw a saxophone player off in the distance in the middle of a bridge. Just playing the sax, beautiful sax. I was like, oh my God, now a saxophone player? Then the sun hit his saxophone, it was glistening off. Granted, keep in mind, I'm super high.
Yeah.
And I almost cried. I was like, this is beautiful, and I'm happy, and people are happy.
And then you start jerking off while you were crying.
Yeah, then I started jerking off. And that's when I became an official New Yorker.
Nice.
You gotta masturbate in public.
Yeah, that's the only way to become official New Yorker. Yeah. Either masturbate in public or hold a sign up that says something and then like point to the sign. Look at this.
Yep.
Look what this says.
Or beg. Is that what you're saying?
No, sometimes those guys who hold up those signs don't even beg. Sometimes there's... You ever see that viral internet clip that's like, accept yourself, love yourself, accept yourself. It's like a guy like wailing a rubber chicken and he's like naked and he has a sign that says love yourself. Have you really never seen that?
No.
That's one of my favorite videos on the internet ever. It's incredible. It's in New York.
All right. Dude.
So
I gotta find that guy.
He's probably dead.
True.
Yeah.
He accepted himself too much.
Yeah, he loved himself too much. I mean, I'm assuming that rubber chicken was all he had for food. And then he started eating some. Then he got on YouTube and did the Tide Pod challenge.
Remember that guy a homeless dude who had a great voiceover voice, and then like he got some work, and then what happened to him? Remember that
Vincent
guy?
Marcus? Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah, poor Vincent.
I'm kidding. Vincent's doing great for himself.
He'll be in town tomorrow.
Oh, he will?
Yeah.
I can't wait to not see him.
Yeah, I hate him. He's sleeping over my place.
Fucking hate that piece of shit.
Annoying. If you're listening, unfollow or send Vincent Marcus some hate mail.
Yeah. Unfollow him and send him hate mail. Leave comments that say, Vincent, I hate you.
Man, speaking of social media, I've been slacking on the videos.
Sure.
Been busy with other shit.
Yeah. The writing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. That takes up a lot of time.
And it does.
Yeah.
And also another thing, I've been shooting and editing. But about podcasting, back to the Ice House, Christina Pajitsky's. All her fans are like mainly podcast fans. So I got a sense of like podcast fandom.
Sure.
Wicked hardcore. And she told me that podcast fans are different than any other type of fan because they really fucking know you.
Well, they're with you the longest.
Yeah, and they know everything about you, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
They know what you say, and a lot of comedians share everything.
Well,
So it got me like excited for our future, assuming we still enjoy doing this podcast.
I still enjoy doing it.
I do too.
Yeah, it's nice.
But yeah, well, they've been doing their podcast for like 7 years. But it's exciting to think of our podcast could get like huge.
Sure.
And have some wicked hardcore fans. Because we do have some hardcore fans, it's just not massive.
Oh, it's not where you want it to be. It's not Christina. What's her name? Applegate? Christina Applegate?
Pajitsky. Christina P.
It's not Christina Applegate.
No, Your Mom's House podcast.
Oh,
One of my favorites.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that before. I haven't heard it, but I've heard of it.
I've told you about it.
You've told me about it.
Yeah, I think I sent you a list of podcasts to listen to before starting ours, and you didn't.
I didn't listen to any of them. I don't like to. This is the thing. I don't like to do stuff. So let's say like I'm. This is just a point of reference, but let's say like I'm going to write a book or something. Let's say one day I wanted to do that. I wouldn't read a book about how to write a book or like read an article about how to write a book. I feel like you just write or do the thing because if you think about it, like the first guy to ever make a movie had no fucking clue what he was doing, but he still made the movie. And that basically laid the groundwork for every other movie because he was just like, fuck it. And he just like made it on a whim and like came up with all these things that now people who make movies consider like that's the standard that you have to do. But before that guy existed, like there wasn't a thing, there wasn't a guideline. So you always think of the first person that ever did a thing, whether it be writing a book, making a house, doing this, doing that, and then you're like, all right, I'll just come up with whatever I can without a framework in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not, but I'm only saying that from the perspective of I'm a lazy piece of shit that doesn't want to listen or read things. That's mainly why.
Is what? You're a lazy piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my justification for
Right.
No, but actually that's genuine. Like when I write scripts and stuff, I've never read a book. You ever read the book Save the Cat?
No.
It's a book about screenwriting that every person that's in the industry is like, if you want to write scripts, you got to read Save the Cat. And I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Why is that the go-to?
Because it teaches you about story structure and it teaches you what beats are. And like, they're like, yeah, every story's the same, basically, if you think about it. And then you're like, no, it doesn't have to be. It's every story meaning like, okay, so like in a movie, there's usually you get a character. And they go through some trials and tribulations that challenge them, their beliefs and who they are. And basically, they reach a very low point, and then they rise up from that low point and then change in some way or the other. Usually it's a positive change. And that's always that's a story in literature. It's a story in mainly movies, but that's a story in that's just like how story structure works. And and people think that has to be every story, and it just doesn't have to be. There's stories that don't abide by that structure in any way, and they're great. I'm trying to think of an example, like Pulp Fiction. You ever see Pulp Fiction?
Oh yeah,
Pulp Fiction. There's not really like change in those characters.
Right.
They're kind of just the same. It's like a fly on the wall, observing these characters of their day-to-day lives.
Right.
But it's
do all the stories
interconnect
come together at the end? I forget.
Very mildly.
Okay.
They really don't. The beginning scene merges with one of the stories at the end, and then that's really all it is. But it's like the movie is almost like a collective pool of they all live in the same neighborhood. Have you ever seen that movie Magnolia?
Yep.
So it's kind of like with Magnolia, it's like that's 10 different stories, and that's all coinciding in one like day or a couple days.
Tom Cruise
doing his best performance. A lot of people don't like Tom Cruise.
No.
I don't think I do, but I like him in that movie.
Yeah, he was good in that.
He was really good in that. And so
I like Tom Cruise. He's a good actor.
Oh no, he is. I mean, but I guess people just don't like him because they know him.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They know too much about him.
Because he's cray.
It tends to be the kind of the consensus is once you get to know celebrity, you really don't like them anymore.
Never meet your heroes.
Basically, yeah.
Was it weird meeting me? Did I disappoint you?
No, you matched my expectations of being just awful.
Yeah,
it's weird.
You know when I first met you?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how positive you are in real life. Like you were smiling and stuff, laughing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought he was gonna be like this angry person,
Like
he is in
brooding
his
and
vines.
angry. Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of thought that you were gonna be
A psycho.
not a psycho. Actually, you met my expectations.
More
when I met
outgoing?
You met my expectations because I knew that I understood that the person's different from their work almost all the time, unless they're do podcasts. Then
That's right. This is the real shit.
then because this is like ground zero for your personality, but like it is. It's like
funny.
grounds. You know what I mean?
No, it just sounded like this is like your lowest form of your personality.
No,
I know.
You know what I mean. But like with like when you're with your work or whatever it is that you do with creativity wise, it's like it's a completely different version of you.
Yeah.
You know, and
I would meet people in person, and they were surprised at how calm I was.
yeah, but I knew you were gonna be calm. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna be like that way.
I was gonna be like, "Hey, Brandon."
Yeah. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way this guy's like this, and if he is, I'm never talking to him again ever in my fucking life.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, it's funny you said that. I think a lot of people don't. Oh shit! Wait 1 second.
Oh God, your phone's going off. Who is it?
Well, I'm gonna stop it.
Are you gonna answer it?
No, I'm not answering.
Oh, cool.
I just wanted to make the ringing stop.
Well, that's fine. I'm not editing that out.
Oh, great! I love this podcast. It's just so raw.
Yeah,
This podcast.
This is back to our old ways. Granted, that was like 5 months ago.
Wow, we've really.
This
to our old
is
ways.
going back to our old ways in that there's no structure and it's not that good of an episode.
Yeah, that's our trademark. Is no structure. Basically, have no idea what we're doing and mediocrity.
No, this is a good episode.
I like this, but it's funny that you say that about meeting people and like matching expectations, or they're like you think that they're the same person that you see
Yeah.
on whatever they do. Like if it's online, if they that happen, but that just happens in general. I feel like especially now
Totally.
with like dating apps and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you can be talking to somebody, be texting somebody, and then that you've met through a dating app, and they're like, you know, pretty or attractive or whatever, and then you meet them and they're just batshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's or they're completely they when they're texting you, they're like so funny, but then when
Yeah.
you meet them, they're just so dour or calm,
Right.
or just like not that way.
Man,
You know,
texting, these dating apps things.
it's weird
I wish people had more personality.
with texting or
Yeah.
just in general.
Sometimes it just starts with like, "Hi, how are you?" And then you kind of get locked in the small talk.
Yeah,
Like, okay, cool.
yeah.
Can I be silly? Will you understand that I'm kidding if I say like, "Hi"?
That's the funny thing is that
Yeah.
you won't know if they will get it.
Yeah. Like
But-
if I texted a girl like, "Hey, daddy," like I'd enjoy doing that, but
Yeah.
what if she thinks I'm being serious?
Well, I mean, you know, maybe she's into that. If she thinks you're, wouldn't it be funny if she thinks you're being serious and then she meets you and realizes you're kind of like sarcastic?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Wait,
Wait, hold on. I like the daddy.
I liked when you called me daddy."
Puppy.
Did you say puppy?
Poppy.
Poppy. That's what I used to call my dad.
Hey, puppy.
Puppy, because Mexican.
What, little boy, Brendan?
Little white boy. Puppy.
Little Vio?
Yeah, little Vio with my Mexican pops.
Puppy.
Puppy.
That's funny.
He'd always buy me Mexican candy. I got really fat because of that.
Oh, yeah, I've been eating healthier. Do I look like I've gotten in any better shape?
No.
No? Really?
No. I'm just kidding, dude.
I've lost
You
a
look
few.
fucking. If the camera wasn't on and the mics weren't on, I wouldn't fuck you.
Oh, fuck me, daddy.
Okay. All right, sport.
You know,
Let's do it.
One thing my new therapist recently told me, which I found relieving, because I used to like I still kind of do. I like say like I'm gonna wake up at 8, but then I don't. I'll be like, God damn it, and I'll like beat myself up about it. But my therapist was like, when do you normally go to bed? And like 1 or 2. And how many hours of sleep is best for you? Like
Sure.
8's the best for sure, but 6 is okay.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, then just start your day. Just go to bed at 1 or 2. Wake up at like 10 and be okay with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? I'm like, oh, all right. I can sleep 8 hours.
Yeah.
So I did it today. I went to bed at 2, woke up at whatever that is, 10, 11? I don't fucking know.
For 8 hours. So 2, that's 10.
10. All right. Okay. Well, I fell asleep at like 3.
Sure.
So slept till 11. And I was like, it's 11. Shouldn't I feel bad about this?
No.
But then I tried not to.
You tried not. Did it work?
I still wish I woke up at 9.
Oh.
But
why? See, that's the thing.
So I
it's
can go to the gym.
But you can go to the gym at 11. You can go to. It doesn't matter. Like,
Well,
okay, so
yeah,
like
my day is now packed. I guess today I just have a very busy day, so I don't have time to go to the gym.
Yeah, you do. You're just telling yourself that.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah, you're telling yourself you don't have time. You know why? Because it's procrastination. I do that all the time. I'm like, I can't do this today. I can't. I gotta jerk off. I can't. I have to schedule that in somehow before I do this thing.
Before I start writing, I gotta clean my apartment to clear my head.
Sure,
I'll do that.
Yeah,
I moved my desk.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of random.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I was wondering. I was like, that's definitely a decision he made to procrastinate for something.
No, it was actually an assignment from my therapist. Not really an assignment, but she was like, "Yeah, maybe move your desk to somewhere." I don't know, super boring.
Sure,
but I moved my fucking desk. All right.
Yeah.
A little trick of the brain. The whiteboard's across the room,
Mm-hmm.
so therefore I have to get up and walk
Mm.
to write it down a note. Activates your brain a little bit. Little trick of the trade.
I love the way you draw it out trade. Little trick of the trade.
And it's going to make a huge impact on my life, dude.
I can see it already. You have this glow about you.
Well, we're 41 and a half minutes in. We didn't have any guests.
We didn't have a topic.
We tried getting Corinna on, but she is sick.
Corinna is sick.
Everyone has been sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog in a cage.
You didn't get sick this time, or this flu session.
No, I had my wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I think.
Were you loopy?
No. Okay, so here's what happened.
Do you have any pills?
I don't like the way you said that, and I don't
Give
like
them to me.
I don't like the way you're looking at me. I do. But here's the thing. I went to the dentist. I have wisdom. All my wisdom teeth are still there, but I had one wisdom tooth that was like really showing. Like it was just bugging me. It looked weird, and so I went to the dentist. And I was like, "Hey, I need to schedule an appointment." Okay, whatever. For all four, and I assumed that what was going to happen was wake up, go laughing gas. I had Jason take me because I thought I would, David after dentist, like looking like being loopy. So get there, and then they're like, "Okay, have you eaten?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And she was like, "Well, you can't do that if you get anesthesia because you'll die." I was like, "What do you mean you'll die?" She's like, "The stomach acid will rise up and might kill you if you're knocked out because you ate. So you have to go 8 hours without eating if you're going to go under anesthesia."
Oh, good one.
And I was like, "Okay, so what happens now?" She was like, "Well, what's the tooth that's bothering you?" I was like, "That one." She was like, "All right, we can just numb you up and rip it out." And I was like, "Numb me up? What do you mean? Like give you Novocaine, which means they give you a shot in your gums that make your gums just really numb." They did that.
Local anesthesia.
Local as opposed to general. So they did that, and I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be fine," because I have 2 molars on my bottom of my mouth, and so I was like, "This is gonna be fine, whatever." Oh my god! The doctor goes in, he takes this metal thing, he just starts fucking jamming it in my mouth, and I'm like, "Ooh!" And he's like jamming it, and then he takes a pliers, literally pliers, basically, and he's just like takes it on the tooth and just. And I'm like, holy fuck, because it was like traumatizing. Because I was like, it wasn't that it hurt.
You can hear it.
You can hear it, and it's a massive amount of pressure, and it actually did hurt. It hurt a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, the anesthesia didn't work. I'm feeling all of this. That's what my fear was. And then you go, and then whoosh, and then he rips it out, and I just see the tooth come out of my mouth,
splattering blood all over Jason.
Volcano. Jason screams. Ah, ah. The doctors scream. I scream. No, but they took the tooth out, and it was just. And they're like, "All right, let's go to the next one." I was like, "Whoa, hold the phone. All right, do I have to do the other tooth?" And they're like, "No, you didn't even have to do the first tooth." It's like, "Okay, I'm not doing the other tooth." They're like, "Okay," and I was like, "This is my stand. You're not doing this again." And they're like, "We don't care what you do. We don't care what you do."
Okay, we're saying okay.
We're saying it's fine. We don't care what you do.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. But I didn't do it, and I'm going to get them all taken out, I think. But here's the thing. I've read that wisdom teeth don't need to be taken out, and the risk of taking out wisdom teeth far outweighs keep them in. You only need to take them out if they're impacted and they're going to affect your teeth.
Right.
They don't always do that, and every doctor is like, "Well, you got to take them out before that happens."
Yeah,
but that's an assumption that's going to happen. It doesn't always happen with everybody. Sometimes wisdom teeth grow in fine, and so I was like looking it up, but mainly just because I didn't want to fucking do that again. I don't want to go under anesthesia. That's terrifying to me, and I don't want to just have my teeth ripped out of my mouth and have to be in. Like there's just blood everywhere, and you have to clean a hole that's in your mouth with a syringe.
Yep.
And I just like I don't want to do any of that again. So I don't know if I'm going to get the rest of them taken out.
You can wait it out.
I guess.
My dad's a dentist. He knows all about that. And yeah, I need that. Not everybody has to. I got mine out. Local anesthesia as well. It was fucking terrible.
Everyone out? Every single one?
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
The worst part for me was my brother-in-law did it. My brother-in-law's an oral surgeon.
Yeah.
And I'm a failure.
And I'm doing a podcast and mentioning his success.
Just kidding. But he was like, you don't need anesthesia, do you? You don't need to be put under, do you? And I kind of like suddenly got like a little brother syndrome. I was like, no. So he fucking rams a needle. Not rams, just like, it was like, all right, this is going to hurt. You put a needle on the roof of my mouth to do the anesthesia, and just like the snap of the needle going through the roof of my mouth, it's like grossed me out.
Yeah.
That was the worst part by far.
Yeah.
Then the rest, good times.
You didn't get the...
No idea. There was like a lot of like scraping and shit. It was just like, it was like gross.
Yeah.
Then, I had to deal with having holes in my face or in my mouth. At one point, I couldn't there was like food stuck in one of the pockets.
Yeah.
And it just started rotting in my mouth.
That's attractive.
Which is very common, but it was literally decomposing food stuck in my mouth.
Yeah.
And like for 2 days before I could see them, it was just like every breath I took, I could taste it. It was like, I'm so fucking gross.
Did you get a dry socket?
No.
Okay.
Just food stuck in.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get it out.
Shit.
But other than that, I was barely affected by it.
Even the top ones you got taken out under local anesthesia?
Yeah, everything.
Fuck, dude, you're a G.
Yeah, dude.
Someone's calling you.
Oh, shit. He's probably outside.
That's your oral surgeon calling to remind you that he's an oral surgeon.
That's Luke. He's probably been texting me.
Oh, shit.
I have a writing session starting right about now. We're 48 minutes in.
All right, man. Well, it's been fun. It's been a ride. But I think this should be the last podcast we ever do.
Yeah.
Because it was just terrible, and we just move on.
Yeah, let's just move on. What do I have to say? Nothing, I guess. I got some shows coming up. Just check it out every first Wednesday of the month at the Hollywood Improv. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/I'mSorryDad. And let your friends know we're on Spotify and Google Play.
Yeah, we're on Spotify now. Everyone who's fucking tweets me and goes, "Hey, be on Spotify." We're on that now.
Yeah, let them know.
We're on Spotify.
I mean, like tweet it and stuff.
Okay, have that be the title of the episode on iTunes. We're on Spotify now.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
We'll call it Tide Pods just for the 2-minute conversation we had about it, because it's clickbait, because it's trending.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it.
I'll call it We Did the Tide Pod Challenge. All right. That's a wrap.
All right, man. Well,
Brandon, that was a great wisdom tooth story. See, you had an interesting story, locked and loaded.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I was playing Russian roulette with that story. I kept shooting it, and nothing was coming out, and I forgot. And then, fuck.
Nice
right
callback.
At the end. Thanks.
If only you would prep for anything. Maybe you would have had that story ready.
Maybe.
Well, until then, stay sorry, everybody.
My Lord.
We'll be back. We'll see you next week, Wednesday. Probably with like
a guest.
Probably a guest, yeah.
We don't know who yet, but that's the exciting part, the surprise.
Yeah, it's a surprise. All right.
All right.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.